Hello everyone! Welcome to the Crafty Maven Getaway. I'm showing you the layout on screen that I'm going to be scrap lifting, and it was also in the front of this video. And it is a layout from Jill Sprott, who used to be a garden girl. And that layout is one that she did for Get It Scrapped, and I loved it. And I had it saved on my phone for just the right video. So I'm showing you here some of the products I'm using. In her scrap lift, she used vellum, and I am out of vellum. Can you believe that? So I grabbed my phone and I sent some messages back and forth with my scrappy tribe, and we decided on this corrugated paper and then a softer pattern. So I chose this frame paper from Maggie Holmes because I thought it would be a really nice soft pattern for the background, and I also thought that I could do some stitching on it, which is what I'm going to end up doing as well. So now I'm going to do something I don't do very often, but I'm totally gutting this paper because I only have 3 sheets of it left. And it's my favorite paper in the history of ever. So it's a paper from Michaels, and it's kind of hard to find now. My scrappy bestie Christina found me 5 sheets and sent me 5 sheets of it, which because she's amazing and awesome. But now I'm down to 4 or 3. Now I'm down to 3 sheets. So yeah, we're getting it. So I'm just using my Tim Holtz. What is that called? I don't know. It's a thing that like scratches the edge of the paper. So you can do it with a pair of scissors too. Distresser. There we go. And so I went ahead and I did the edges with some Hickory Smoke Distress ink. And now I'm going to go ahead and decide where I want my photos and these tags that are in the layout. So the tags that I'm using are a little bit smaller than the tags in the layout. And I'm adding a doily behind just because I love doilies. And so these tags are some medium shipping tags that I got from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And this photo, so this is not the best selfie. I majorly cannot do selfies. You have no idea. So I picked my tag and my photo, and now I'm going to go ahead and decide where I want to do my stitching. So I put little X's in these 4 frames, and then I turned off the camera and I went and watched The Crown and stitched till my heart's content. And now I'm going to go ahead and kind of put my layout together. So I decided on wet glue and dry glue to put this corrugated paper onto my background and to get everything on there. I was a little worried about the paper not adhering, like not having adhesion between the corrugated paper and then the paper I stitched on. So I used both dry and wet adhesive to try to get that to stick well. And in the end, as I was making this layout, parts of it kind of popped up, and then I just put my glue back in. One of my subscribers on my channel asked about the glue in my bottle. It's a fine line bottle. You can get those fine line bottles at Amazon, and I use the tiny one, which is the blue one, but there's a larger one that's yellow that I think might work better for some people. And then the glue on the inside is Scotch tacky glue, which is readily available lots of places. So yeah, that's just the glue that I use. And then my tape runner is Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. It's the Easy Dots tape runner. I've been using it for quite a while, and I have not had any kind of issues, stuff falling off, things like that. So I'm just going to add some white fun foam to the back of my tag and kind of trim it out because I want to give these tags a little bit of lift. So yeah, this photo, my son, while I was making this layout, walked past me and said, "Mom, you look like an axe murderer in this picture." So yes, out of the mouths of the 17-year-old autistic boys. But I tried really hard. And it's not too bad, and I'm okay with it. I'm really bad at selfies, though, but so I did my journaling on that tag, and the title of Jill's layout was Autumn Intentions, and I loved what she wrote and I loved the idea behind it, but it's not autumn anymore. It's almost 2018. So I decided that what I was going to do was journal about my goals for 2018, the things I want to work on, the things I want to do. So I decided that my title would be 2018 Intentions. And so I did my journaling as bullet points, and I kind of fussed with these little, what's it called? These little, I guess they're periods. So I'm sorry about my voice. I am fighting with yet another cold. The joys of having an autoimmune disease and being on autoimmune suppressants is that most of the winter I am fighting a cold. But I don't get sick too often. I feel like I'm always sick, but not always sick, if that makes sense. So yeah, just in case you're wondering why my voice sounds like a frog, that would be why. So now I'm gonna fidget around, futz around, I don't know what the word is, flick through all these embellishments and try to decide where I want to put things and what I want to do with them. So the products I'm using here are from a kit I received from the Secret Not Secrets Kit Club. And it is based on the Prima line Zella Teal, which is one of my all-time absolute, I just love this line. It might be my favorite of 2018. So I've been using every drop of this kit slowly. So as much as I'd like to just kill it, I love it so much that I am kind of using it a little bit sparingly. And I think I used it on my challenge layout for the online crop earlier this month. So as I was going through my papers, I did find just a smidgen of vellum. Not enough of a full sheet that I could have, used it, but just a little bit. And I decided I was going to add it underneath those die cuts right there. And I've also added some florals, one of those big floral die cuts from the Prima line. So I'm following pretty closely the colors in the mood board for this particular week. Lots of those light teals and whites and really kind of different things. So I'm using my very favorite label punch here. I love my label punch. It's like, I love it. I love that tool. It's right up there with my stamp platform at this point. And I'm just going to add some white letter stickers that say 2018, and then I'm going to grab some Hip Kit Club exclusive letters from my stash, and I'm going to go ahead and put that underneath it. So and that will be my title, 2018 Intentions. And I love these letter stickers. I always like Hip Kit Club's exclusive letter stickers when I can get my hands on them. They're lovely. I'm going to add this little puffy sticker that says Shine. And then I'm just going to add a few little bits and pieces from this sticker sheet. So in addition to the products that Christina had put in my Secret Not Secret Kit Club kit, I also went ahead and bought some of the planner stickers from the Zella Teal collection as well. So I have a good bit of it. I don't have a whole lot of paper left, but I have a lot of embellishments. So I was happy to be able to pair the embellishments with things like the Maggie Holmes paper and the paper from Michaels and have it all kind of work together. So I'm going to start with that butterfly up there, but then I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down, and then I wanted to put these cute teal little flowers. They're like little plastic flowers, like capuchin flowers. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but anyway. And I'm going to decide that I want my triangle, I want your eye to be drawn up to the picture somewhat. But right now, I feel like your eye is totally just like missing the picture completely. So I'm going to move some of these around just a little bit, like see, and now I'm thinking about that, and I want to be able, yeah, so I want your eye really to get through the title and the photos, like for your eye to travel around the page. And so the best way for me to do that is to go ahead and move this little embellishment cluster over to the right. And so my next step in this layout is I'm just going to go around, I'm going to use my pop dots and adhere down with some of these dots, parts of the layout that are kind of sticking up a little bit. And then I decide that I really love this to-do sticker. And so I'm going to layer up the to-do sticker, and I'm going to place it up in that empty spot at the top of the right hand tag. Sorry for my voice. It's killing me today. And then I'm going to use some staples, and I'm going to staple that tag down, like fake staple it. And I really liked the way that tag looked, and I liked the kind of different texture that it brought. So I'm going to go around through the rest of my clusters and just add one little set of staples to each cluster. And then I'm thinking about how I'm going to trim that vellum off, and I love this idea. So I have that vellum sticking out over the edge, and the whole time I was kind of putting this butterfly stuff together, I was trying to decide, did I want to cut it? Did I want to use my scissors? And in the end, what I decided to do is just tear it, and I think it gave it a really cool look. So now I'm going to kind of pull up this side over here and add some staples as well. And these staples kind of act as almost like enamel dots for me. I'm just going to make sure everything is stuck down really, really good. Make sure nothing needs extra glue. And that's going to complete my scrap lift video for today. Thank you so very much for joining me today at the Crafty Maven, for putting up with my crazy voice. Have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Saturday. Bye!